Hello guys, welcome to your 9th STL2 tutorial. In this tutorial, I will be going over simple AI. Alright, for this tutorial, I also have some new resources. I have a Mario background that I easily got off of Google Images. You can get all the stuff off of there. Goomba and a Koopa Troopa that we're going to be using for the game. No, program. Alright. So guys, I commented out the other tutorials. For this time we're going to be using pretty much a whole new project. So you guys might want to save the old project, but we're going to kind of we're not going to be using that code right now. But you guys should still have it in case I might go back to it at a later date. Alright, so first things first, let's set up the background. So we'll change this to MarioBG.bmp, and you guys know what's going on. We have our start window, renderer, background background surface, then the background texture. Then we set running to true. We have our running loop. Then we have poll the event. Then we do a switch for event type. To click quit, we're going to end the program. To click the escape key, we're going to kill the program. Alright, and then we just render the background, then we render present. And down here we need to quit STL quit. And there we go. Alright, so we can build and run this. STL, we got that. Oh. Go for the event. Alright, now I can build around this. No errors, and what's going on here? Let's figure it out. Alright. So we are at MarioBG.bmp. First thing we want to do is check if that's the actual name of the image. Looks correct. Alright, now let's check the actual information for the image. Sometimes this happens. Alright, so it is a bitmap image. Finally, what we want to do is we want to make sure that we have everything linked properly and that kind of stuff. Alright. So we change the image and we set the texture. Alright, so let's take this. While running. It looks legit, so what do we have to do now? Now, let's do this. So if not S background, then we're going to do std underscore cout STL underscore get error. So basically, we're going to print out the error to the screen. STL get error returns it. Tells us what error is going on. Alright. So the file is apparently not a Windows BMP file. Alright. Now how do we fix this, guys? Well, let's open it up in Paint. And we'll save it again. So now if it's the wrong format, then it's not going to be usable in STL. Open this with Paint. File save as, and as you can see, it is not a bitmap file. It is a JPEG file. Alright, so now we can save this 24 color bitmap, and yes. Hope the quality doesn't go down too much. It's good enough. And now we're going to run the program. You'll notice that it will work now. Close it out. File it again, and there you go. there's our nice little Mario background. This should be a while. This should take a while. Alright. Alright. So now we build around this, okay? There we go. Alright guys, so what do we want to do first? Well, first we want to add a player to the game. Then we're going to add our enemy. Or we can do it vice versa, it doesn't really matter. So I think I will add the enemy first. Alright, so let's do our surface thing. You guys know what to do. I'm going to write this up and see. Try to do this without me and see how you do. Alright, so you guys can finish. We're going to name this S enemy and T enemy. So basically the name of the enemy is going to be enemy. Alright, that's simple enough. Alright, there you go. So now you guys can try it on your own video. Which I highly recommend because it's always good to reinforce what you learn. Guys, I'm back. Well, I'm done, and I hope you guys were able to figure that out. Alright? So now we need to set the X and Y coordinates. So let's look at our image real quick. So, right about here, as you can see right down here, this will tell us where we are. So, right about here it is. That is just about 65. So let's set it to 65 minus the players. So we'll set it to 65. Yeah, that's good enough. Alright. So 65, comma. Now we need to get the height. So for the X value, we'll put it at put it at, let's look at it again. This is, so we'll put it at 391 minus the player's height. 391 minus S player dot H. Alright. Now that we have done that, we need to set up the enemies with an height. So S enemy width and S enemy height. Alright, now that the enemy is all done, we can just render this to the screen right now. So SDL render copy, render T enemy, now the address of our enemy, and build around this. And for errors, oh yeah, this isn't defined yet, so let's just leave it at 391 for now. Build and run. And there you go. So he's right there. Good position for our little Koopa. Trooper. Alright. So now, let's add the player in. So STL surface, sPlayer equals load image. We're going to use a Goomba for our player. No, we're going to be using Koopa Trooper for the player. I messed up. Alright. So for player, we're going to write data slash Koopa.bmp. And we're going to change the image for the enemy to Goomba.bmp. Alright. So now, let's just see what this is like. Alright. Well, first, now we can actually call or reference to the with the player. So right here on our enemy.y, we're going to do 391 minus sPlayer-w height. Alright, there you go. Do for errors. And surface. Oh, there you go. Now build to run this. Wait for it, and there you go. Our Goomba is right under where it needs to be. Perfect. Now we should move it a little higher. So 391 minus sPlayer-w height. Look at this. Probably should fiddle around with the numbers a little bit because this isn't perfect estimate. Yeah, alright. So let's set it to an exact number instead. So let's set it to 200 just for simplicity. Little higher. Let's do 150. And also, let's make him a little smaller because he's really big right now. Resize. Make him 100. Make him 50 by 50. Save. Load run again. And wait for it to load. And there you go. That's a way better looking character right there. Let's change this back to 391 minus sPlayer-w height. And there we go. We got the perfect position that we want. Alright guys, so I'm going to cut the tutorial right there. Tune in for part 2 of this tutorial. It's Game Rig Corporation. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.